Hello there. Welcome back to Mindful Musings. I am Dee Dee, your host. I am an energy alchemist, sound bowl practitioner, and an intuitive. So I am shaking it up today. I'm doing things a little bit different. This is like afternoon. I've already been gardening and doing all that stuff, and I am preparing to go facilitate a class in about 2 hours. So just kind of got the nudge to come in and say hello, see what messages there may be for us at this time. I know full moon was last night, and remember the effects of the full moon last at least like 3 days prior and 3 days afterwards. So there's still plenty of full moon left to release that which no longer serves your highest good, and set your crystals outside to get them charged in the full moon. Whatever you would like to do, take care of yourself. Brief update. I did very. I'll try and keep it brief. I don't know if you remember, quite a few videos ago, I had been visiting with the little neighbor girls next door, and they were creating a fairy garden, and it was so cute. We hadn't really talked very much, but we established a bond, and so I think that was a night of a full moon too, if I remember correctly. Yeah, because after they went to bed or went inside or whatever, I waited till it was kind of dark. And I took one of my little crystals, a little crystal that a dear friend had given to me. She had gone to Arkansas and had a bunch of little crystals. So I thought, what a lovely way, and hopefully to surprise them. So I went and I placed that little crystal over in their little fairy garden. And I hadn't heard anything yet. So, I went, okay, well, that's cool. But anyway, yesterday I was out. I'm actually surprisingly in pretty darn good shape, but I did a lot of physical labor. I decided, I woke up with this great idea of, let me put pavers underneath where all my bird feeders are in the tree, because underneath the tree is pretty much mud, nothing grows. And I thought, let me put that there, but whatever. I was doing a lot of physical labor. And the little girls, they came out, what are you doing? I was saying, I'm going to do this. And, well, what are you doing now? I said, I'm going to go weed. Can I come help? I'm like, really? You want to come help? I love to weed. We love to weed, and we're really good at it. I said, well, sure, check with your mama, make sure it's okay. And sure enough, they came over, and they were really good. They knew to be very, very patient and pull it up. They were just adorable. And then mama came over, and so it was a really sweet afternoon of an unexpected surprise and of help from the universe in pulling weeds. And we were remarking how wonderful to do it mindfully, and that there's something extraordinarily satisfying about pulling it out at the root. There's so much symbolism here, isn't there? Anyway, in the midst of it all, one of the little girls said, the last time when we were making the fairy garden, remember we talked to you? And I said, yeah, they left us a crystal. They must really like it. I was like, they did get it. Oh, this is so cute. I said, really, they did? Oh my gosh, they must really be impressed with your fairy garden. And I said, do you think, the fairies will come over here? They said, well, that's one reason we wanted to make the garden, the little fairy garden, was so that the little fairies would come over to your garden. I said, that is so, so sweet. And then the little one said, I love that crystal. And my favorite one is the purple one. I said, oh, really? Oh, my goodness, that's fabulous. Suffice it to say, I made sure that they'd all gone inside and were probably in bed or whatever. And I snuck over with a little amethyst cluster, and I put it there, so that the fairies are saying, thank you for helping someone else to create a fairy garden. So I'm excited to be able to talk to them again and see what their reaction is to their purple crystal now. But anyway, it was just a lovely time of unexpected assistance from the universe. Just love and joy. I'm deeply grateful and appreciative. It opened my heart. So expect the universe to support you in unexpected ways. All right? I think that sounds like a really good lesson. So, because as usual, I really don't have anything scripted, I think what I will do is go over and grab one of the oracle card decks and see what messages might be of interest and assistful for us today, whenever you're viewing this video. And always remember, it's for entertainment and spiritual purposes, and always, we are always asking that only that which is from the highest of highs, for the highest good of all concerned, come forward, the purest information of truth. So I'm asking for assistance from my spirit team, see what mood they're in and what guidance they might have for us here. We're doing that one? I thought we were going to do that one. It says, no, we're going to do Gateway. I thought we were going to do Sacred Forest. See, you gotta remain flexible and open to whatever spirit has in store. Of course, we have free will, but the idea is remaining flexible. So, we're choosing the Gateway Oracle cards, Denise Lynn. And as always, you know how much I adore Denise Lynn. She is an amazing person. Okay. That one? Well, okay, that's the one. Okay, the first message. This is very sweet. You're saying, well, show me the card already, huh? It's called the sharing of yourself. And the affirmation is, I am an incredibly generous being. This just completely reminds me of my new little friends next door, the little fairies on their magical zebra. I love that, sharing generously of yourself. When we share without expectations, when we give without expectations, that's when the universe surprises us and provides. Well, the universe always provides for us, but there's a purity, and there was a purity in my little friends that they said, no, we just like to help. We're good at that, and very, very sweet, and but I love that. Generous with your heart, generous with loving, be generous with your spirit. There really is no such thing as lack. That's what's coming in. Lack is human-made. We are not designed to experience lack. That's something that I was just reading about money. How I would say most of us have a great deal of energy around money, and particularly like lack, if there's a lack of money, because housing, shelter, food, those are survival needs, and the antiquated system that we are currently in, money has gotten lumped into that, so that if you have X amount of money, you can, well, I'm preaching to the choir, I know, but there's certain people who can barely have a roof over their head and food. There are others that minimally get by, and then there are those are overly abundant, and that's an old way of being. Eventually, in the future, the energy exchange will be completely different. Because if you think of it, money, even cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, whatever, it's just energy. It's like money is just a paper thing that we've assigned something to, and we've allowed it to control us. Whereas when we work and give generously of ourselves, of what we have an abundance of with our neighbors, our friends, and all that, there is no one who is going to be of lack. So, not there yet, but I think we are working on it, personally. Let me see. Sharing of yourself. That is just so sweet. Share who you are with others. Absolutely. Who you authentically are, not who you think society wants you to be. This is our time of breaking free from the societal norms. We are now breaking free to express ourselves. So sharing who you are, that authentically are, it also inspires others to share who they are, that authentically are. And when we are authentic, will resonate with those that are the similar frequency, and the others we may not attract. It's not a right or wrong. It's just like, oh, we're vibing at a different frequency. That's great. Okay, you go do your frequency. I'm going to vibe with the people that's on my frequency. So sharing yourself, who you truly are, and all those magical gifts that we're starting to tap into, that is what is extraordinarily important. Anyway, okay, let me get back to Denise. Give what you have, what you do, and who you are. Be generous. The more freely and fully you share of yourself, the more freely and fully the universe will give to you. She's pretty much saying the same thing, isn't she? The universe wants you to know you need to share from the depths of your soul. Allow others to see your essence and feel your radiance. If you give with the thought that it's something you must do as a duty or sacrifice, you may feel depleted. However, if you give with the belief that there's no scarcity of energy, funds, or joy, universe will pour an abundance of these things into your lives. Don't expect to receive something in return. Rather, be generous just because it feels right. You can only give as much as your capacity to receive. So open yourself to receiving even more. Give more, receive more. Questions you can ask: how can I give even more? What is stopping the flow within my life? And what could occur in my life if I gave without reservation? Oh, wow. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else, because that is just like pretty much spot on with the little story I was sharing about my sweet little neighbor friends and their fairy garden, and the joy of just giving without expectations. And I hesitate to use the word reward, because then we're giving and we're expecting a reward, but that's the mind that gets in our way. Just trust your instincts, trust your soul, trust your heart. Let's see if there's any other message that, interesting, the words that Divine Mother has for us. Okay, this is beautiful. Letting go. I surrender joyously to the ebbing and flowing of life. When we give generously of ourselves, of our true self, when we share who we truly are, we are letting go of an old identity, of old patterns, of old behaviors that no longer serve us. We are letting go of the need to control the outcome, the need to present ourselves in a certain way in order to receive, reap certain rewards, whatever. Sharing our authentic self and letting go, by surrendering joyously. When we truly surrender, I'm seeing the phrase, surrender, Dorothy. When we surrender to Spirit, Spirit provides. And surrendering allows us to flow, allows us to be flexible, allows us to adapt, to adjust. The currents, when you're in a river or the ocean, if you fight against the current, you exhaust yourself, you deplete your energy. Whereas when you relax and let go and go with the flow of the current, you float, and perhaps you may even just chuckle and laugh and enjoy the scenery as you flow on the current of the river of life. So give yourself permission to surrender and trust the universe. Trust the water has you. We're buoyant creatures. The universe has us. We are buoyant. We are always going to be lifted up. When we surrender, we allow ourselves to experience joy from the very depths of our soul. This incredible joy that just comes out of us, comes out of our heart, out of our eyes. And then it's contagious. Others experience the joy and the light, because joy is light. Joy is inspiring, and what is inspiring but inspiriting? So yeah, I love this. Letting go. Let go and let flow. Surrender, relinquish control, and allow Spirit to take over. You don't need to do everything by yourself. All's well. It's time to just let it all go and enjoy the ride. Doing so gives others permission to let go in their own lives. The universe wants you to know there are times to hold on for dear life. And there are times to simply throw up your hands and go, woo, just let go. It's time to release any limiting patterns, emotional attachments, or inner and outer clutter. Surrendering doesn't mean that you're yielding to a force outside of yourself. It means that you're allowing your soul to take over. Release the stress of needing to control things, wanting to determine the outcome of a situation, or expecting others to act in a particular way. There is simple grace and beauty that unfolds when you truly let go. Loving spiritual help is all around you. Simply open your heart and let it in. Questions you may want to ask yourself? Is there anything I need to release? Is there a person or a situation I need to let go of? Is there anyone who needs to let go of me? Surrender and let go. Let go, let God, let Goddess. Let the one source, one force, whatever terms you want to call it, surrender and let go. Worrying and fretting and trying to control. It's like my little wildflower garden. Gotta let go. I'm not going to be able to control what flowers come up and what don't. I've sowed the seeds, I've laid the foundation, I'm watering it, I'm nurturing it, and now it's just kind of an exciting prospect of let go. Let me see what life has to offer. So I encourage you to keep trusting, and still with this full moon energy, what do you need to let go of? What limiting patterns are you ready to let go of for your highest good? Releasing any societal norms that you are ready to relinquish. Use the wonderful energies of this beautiful full moon to assist you with the release. Go, visualize the beautiful beam of moonlight. Just filling you, surrounding you, protecting you as you release it all. And then La Luna is filling you with the love and the moon glow. It's beautiful. All right. I'm not going to go too much longer because I got to get to class. I'm so excited. I love doing these classes. Anyway, I hope this was of some assistance, some guidance, some inspiration. And remember, as always, just if it works for you, resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, let it go. Trusting how you feel in your body to be able to discern what is true for you. And letting go of that which does not resonate. It's a powerful tool that we all must master. It's kind of a big word, but it is a skill that we need at this particular time in our lives with everything that's going on. So go get grounded, go play in the garden, go walk on the trail, go sit in the moonlight, play with the crystals, whatever brings you joy and harmony. Sing, play your singing bowls. Enjoy, lift your spirit, open your heart, and be authentically you. You deserve that. The world deserves that. We all deserve to see each other authentically in our radiant beings that we are. All right. If you enjoy this video, please like it, subscribe, and share with others so we build our community. And I will most likely check back in with you tomorrow. All right. Thank you so much for being on this wonderful journey towards authentic self. We're just bringing in our soul. All right. Much love, much gratitude. And so be it. Namaste.